Hello, everybody. Hi there. My name is Lisa, and it's time to start another Verbling class. It's 9 a.m. Pacific time, and I'm going to talk a little bit while we are having people join the class. If you would like to join the class right now, go to the green button. It says Join Class, and all you have to do is click on that button, and it will get you into this Google Hangout right here. And that way, when you are in the Google Hangout, then you are able to speak with me and with the other students. And that's what we're going to be doing today. In this hour, we're going to be going over lots of different English expressions. I made a list of about a little over 20 English expressions that are fairly common, either that you would hear in conversational English, especially if you were listening to other native speakers speaking to each other, or if you were watching a movie. And so I think it would be a good idea for you to become familiar with these expressions and either just be able to at least understand them, but more importantly, be able to use them yourself if you'd like to expand your vocabulary in conversational English. So it looks like we're going to be almost full here, and there's about 10 people watching, probably waiting to see if somebody drops out. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to first tell you guys how this works. So the way the Verbling class works is if we have the different Google chat here, and then we also have the Verbling chat where you can type. If you haven't gotten into the class already in the Google chat, you're welcome to watch the class and participate at the same time by writing in the chat. You could ask questions there or answer the questions that I'm asking and participate that way. And you can wait because often it happens that somebody has to leave during the middle of a class or something happens with their internet connection, and so they drop out, and then the green button appears again, and you can join the class at that time. So sometimes it helps to stick around a little while and see what happens in the class. So don't give up yet if you didn't get in and you want to try. Otherwise, we will get started here. We usually start the classes by introducing ourselves, and I will start first, and then I will ask people who are in the Google chat to tell us your name and what country you're from, and if there's anything else you want to tell us, if this is your first Verbling class or if you're getting ready to take a test, just something to give us a little information about you. It's fun to get to know people. Some people spend a lot of time taking Verbling classes and are making friends in all parts of the world. We have people from Chile and Turkey and Algeria and Mexico, and so it's been really fun. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat, or once we get started here, you can ask your questions anytime. So I'll get started. My name is Lisa. I'm a Verbling teacher. I do some classes pretty regularly. I have been on vacation in California, so for the past week or so I didn't have too many classes. But this week I've been adding some more classes. So if you're interested in seeing what I have to offer, you can go to my teacher page and you can follow me and get information about when my next classes are. I do classes usually at different times during the day because I have another job and I have 3 children as well, 2 of whom I homeschool. So I'm sometimes pretty busy. So I do classes in the morning and in the evening and different times. Okay, so I'm from Washington State. That's in the Pacific Northwest. And today it looks like it's pretty cloudy out there and probably a little cold. I'm warm inside my house right now. So let's get started. I want to welcome all the students who came in to the Google Hangout. Let's start over here on the right today. Let's see, Kuyam, probably not saying that right. Kuyam Hussein, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi,
Okay.
how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good too.
Good. Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
My name is Qiyam Hussain. I'm from Pakistan.
Great. What time is it in Pakistan right now?
It is 9 p.m.
Oh, okay. So just 12 hours difference. Good.
Yeah,
All right. Well, welcome. And
thank
next here is Mohammed. Are you there?
Yes, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good.
I am Muhammad Wasali from Saudi Arabia.
Wonderful. And
I,
Julissa, how are you doing today?
Hi, Lisa. Fine, thanks. And you?
Good. You have a new picture on.
Yes, it's a butterfly.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yulisa from Peru.
All right. And Juan, are you there?
Hi everyone, my name is Juan and I am 10 years old and I'm from Lima, Peru.
All right. Is that you on the boat in that picture?
Yes, I am.
Okay, nice. And
Thank you.
Isa, are you there?
Hello,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
I'm Yesa and I'm from Kazakhstan.
Okay. I always read it as Isa because that's how I would say it in English. I have to remember it's Yesa. You can
Okay.
remind me if I say it wrong. Sometimes it takes me a while. Hi, Alex. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. My name is Alex. I'm from the Dominican Republic.
Okay, wonderful. And Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed, how are you? Are you fine?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I am Ahmed. I am from Syria. I am 22 years old. Hey, yeah, just that.
Okay, good. And Ahmad, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How are you,
Hi.
Adiza?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay, wonderful.
I am Ahmed. I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Okay, how do I say? Is it Ahmad or Ahmed?
Ahmed,
Ahmed.
if you could pronounce the second letter as ha.
Ha. Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed. Thank you.
Okay. I'll try. Akhila, are you there?
Yeah, hi Lisa. I
Hi.
missed your classes. Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How have you been?
I'm really good. This is Ahla, also with a soft H. Ahla, I'm from Saudi Arabia.
All right. I have to work on my Arabic. I don't know any Arabic.
No,
I can help you.
it's
Don't
my
you
pleasure to
Sorry.
meet you.
Okay. Because I always say it wrong. I say Akhila, but Akhila. Is that?
Yeah.
Akhila. Okay. I'll do my best. You have a new picture up too.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I want to let people know who are in the class and also people watching who are trying to get in. It's perfectly okay if you have an internet connection that maybe slows down if you try to have your video on. So I noticed that in this class we have a lot of people who do not have their video on. They just have their microphone on. That's okay. Sometimes it's fun to see you talking and see what you look like, but if you just want to participate with your microphone on, that's okay too. So I know some people are kind of shy or they get nervous too and haven't joined in on some of the classes because they don't want to be seen speaking, but you don't have to. You can just speak and you don't have to have your video on. I know that last night in my class and just a little bit ago my video was stopping a little bit, so we'll see how it goes. All right, today we have a bunch of expressions. I put them up on the class, but I'm going to give you guys the link here in the chat box. And for the people who are watching and are not in the Google chat, you too can go to this Google Doc. That's the link right there. All you have to do is click on it, and it should open up for you a new window with a Google Doc, and it's just a simple text document there that where I listed the expressions that we're going to be reviewing today. And then I also made up some examples. yes, it's on edit, so everybody is able to edit, and I see that some people are doing some things, but I want to ask people not to erase anything or change anything, because the edit feature is on so that the students can write in their own examples using these expressions. So that's why I made it so that you can edit it so that we could have some practice, not just speaking, but also writing if you would like. So those people who want to try to do that, they can do it. And the way we'll do it is just under each one, we will make some space, and then you can write your own sentences down there. So, all right, and I think if I need to, I can make it so that you can't edit it, but hopefully people will be good. Sometimes we get some little tricksters in here trying to do some things. Okay, so I'm going to also put it up here in the screen share so that people who are watching later, because all of the Verbling classes are actually recorded, so that means that people can come back later whenever they want to, at a time that works for them, to watch the class and learn just like you guys were doing. Okay, because obviously for some people this time is not a very good time. All right. Let's go with the first one. It's to be maxed out. And I wrote the sentence here, he is totally maxed out on all his credit cards. Let's see, who am I going to choose? Yulisa, do you know what it means to be maxed out? What does that mean, what I'm saying there? He's maxed out.
I don't know, but for the sentence, I guess that it can mean he's already maxed out on all his credit cards. Maybe he's out of money. He doesn't have any money in his credit card.
Yes. So in this particular sentence, it means that he reached his limit. So if people are familiar with the way credit cards work, they might give you a limit of, say, $5,000, and you can't spend any more money than that. So if you've already spent that much money, you're maxed out. So that was the example that I used there, to be maxed out. So it means to be to use up everything, to use up everything. So another idea would be, you could say that you're maxed out on your job, and that would mean that you're tired. You're like, you can't give any more. You've already given everything that you've given. So does anybody want to if you want to try, go ahead and write now. I see that some people put their cursors there. You can try to write another sentence about being maxed out. This is for people who want to give it a try. He is totally maxed out on all his credit cards. Akhila.
Yeah.
Do you understand maxed out? Would you be able to use that in a sentence?
I'm just using it in a sentence. Okay, I'll read my sentence before I finish writing.
Oh, okay.
I went shopping for the holiday. I have maxed out my father's credit.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, yes, to max out something is to completely use it up. To, in this case, to spend it, to use it all up. I have maxed out. You could say, I'm going to do another one here. Let's see, I'll put mine right up there. I have maxed out my willingness to continue with this book. So that means I am maxed out. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, so I see lots of people are giving it a go here in the Google Doc. If you would like, when you're done, if you'd like to read yours, go ahead and just start here. We'll see. Hi, Jean-Marc. You just joined us. Is your microphone working, Jean-Marc?
Yes. Are you all right?
Hi. Did you get to the Google Doc where we are? Should I put the link?
Yes. Don't worry. No problem.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. My willingness. Somebody highlighted willingness.
Maybe we
you guys
should
know what?
Write our names next to our sentences.
Yeah, people are going. You can write your name, like some people. Yesa wrote his name. Yesa, why don't you read your sentence? Yes, sir?
Sorry?
Can you
I have
read
just finished.
your sentence?
Okay. My mother is so angry because I maxed out all of her money.
Okay, good. My brother is maxed out. That's a good one. So basically you can describe it. It's really used a lot when you're talking about credit cards, to max out your credit cards or to max it, something out. So you guys are all doing a good job of mixing up the way you can use different verb tenses. I maxed out, he maxed out, it has been maxed out, that kind of way. Oh, great. That was what I didn't want to happen. Okay, whoever just did that, go back to undo.
Hello?
Yeah, who just erased our whole thing?
Where is my sentence?
Everything is wrong.
Yeah, whoever. Somebody just erased the whole Google Doc. So if you're the person who did that, go to the edit and click on undo. And that way it'll go back up. You know what I'm saying? Hello? Alright. If you go to undo, we had 25 people looking at the document and somebody erased it. Okay. What happened is that somebody highlighted it all and then they erased it. So if you go to edit and you click on undo, it'll undo what you just did.
Maybe you are admin. Can you do it, all you undo?
No, I can't.
I did, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Everybody go to edit and go to undo. If you do undo, then somebody, whoever did that, it'll come back. Otherwise, it's gone.
No. No.
It's disappeared. Hey, there we go. Yay. All right, good work. Okay. Ah, there we go again. All right, going back to undo. Technology. Okay, somebody go to, whoever did that, go to undo again. And that's how it all comes back. And we will wait. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But my
Is it
document
you,
is
Ahmed?
still...
Is it
What?
you, Ahmed?
No, not me.
Okay, good. All right, so somebody... All right, we don't have to have any of it being highlighted. That's some people. So this isn't really a technology class, you guys. Okay. All right, so I think we did pretty good on the maxed out. Let's go to someone. The next one is called, I'm going to put it up here, to give someone an earful. His mother gave him an earful after he got home at 2 a.m. this morning. Okay, Ahmed, what do you think that means, to give somebody an earful?
Yeah, to punish him, to punish someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To give him penalty.
Yeah. It's not just to give them a penalty, but it's actually maybe like to give somebody an earful. It gives you the image of talking to them a lot. So like if you came home that late and your mom came in and said, you know, what do you think you were doing? Why did you get home so late? You're supposed to be home at midnight or something like that. That means that person is, the mom is giving that person an earful. That means they're talking to them a lot and it's in the sense of punishing them. So yeah, so you're right.
Oh,
Again.
oh my God.
Just click on click undo. All right. I'm not sure if we have somebody who's doing that on purpose or if somebody's doing that by mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off edit. All right, so then we'll be safe. Okay, so if you want to try writing one now, you're not going to do it on the Google Doc. You're going to have to do it in the VerbLink chat, just so we can be safe, so we don't have to keep messing with that. Okay? So, to give somebody an earful.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Juan. Juan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Has anybody ever given you an earful? for something that you did that was not that they didn't like?
Well, yes, my mom. 1 month ago,
Uh-huh.
I didn't pass the subject at my university, so she gave me a earphone.
Aha. Good. Good example. That's a great example. How about you? Let's see, Mohammed.
Yes.
Can you come up with an example sentence for giving somebody an earful?
My manager give me an earful because he see me while I am sleeping.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna expand on that a little bit and write it in the chat. So I said my manager gave me an earful when he saw me sleeping at my desk. Yeah. That's great. That's a good example. Jean-Marc, did you want to try giving an example?
Why example, please? Oops.
What?
I have problem.
Oh, okay.
One
All right.
second, please.
Okay. So to give someone an earful means to basically, another expression that we could use that means the same thing would be to chew someone out, which means basically to yell at them or to talk to them a lot in kind of a frustrated voice maybe, or an angry voice. So Yulisa, you want to write your, do you want to read your example?
It says, my dad keeps giving my brother an earful whenever he arrives late home.
Yeah, whenever he arrives, I would say home late. Change
Home
the,
late.
yeah, whenever he arrives home
Whenever
late.
he arrives home late.
Is it give or get?
Well, somebody can give another person an earful, or you can get an earful if you're the person listening. Yeah. So I got, for example, if you said something like, when I walked through the door at midnight, my partner gave me an earful. Or you could say, I got an earful from my partner when I walked in the door late at night. Does that make sense? So yes, you can. It depends on which side of the equation you're on. If you're the person yelling at the other person and sort of castigating them, we could say, or getting them in trouble, or if you're the person receiving the other person's words. Yeah. Okay, Mohammed, you want to read yours? Oh, no, never mind. That's the same one. Okay. All right, let's see. I think we have another person who just joined us. I'll welcome real quick. Akram, are you there?
Me?
No, Akram, I think. This person right there with the bird, Akram. Okay.
With bird, me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Are you talking?
Ahmad.
No.
The script, alright.
Yeah, the script. Something else. All right, let's go on to number 3. We have a lot to get through, so I'll keep moving on here. Okay, to go off on someone. His girlfriend went off on him for not having taken out the garbage on time. So this is similar to giving somebody an earful. What would it mean if I say I'm going to go that I went off on someone? Ahmed,
leave him. Leave him.
No. Nope, not exactly. Anybody else? Let's see. Jean-Marc.
Punish him or?
Yeah, punish him.
Get angry.
Yes. Ahmed. Okay, great. So that's what it means, is to go off on someone is to get angry with them and to tell them. So I might say, what the heck? Why did you take out the garbage? This is the second time this month. What are you thinking? Are you an idiot or something? So that would be going off on someone, where you're name calling them, or you're insulting them, you're being rude to them. So some people, they say, hey man, don't go off on me. That's your problem, something like that. So Lawrence, yeah, throw the book at him. Lawrence is watching, I think, watching us now. So who could come up with a sentence to go off on someone? How about KM? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Do you understand how to use to go off on someone?
To go off. Yeah, to be angry.
Mm-hmm. Can you come up with a sentence? And if you want, and everybody else, if you want to do your sentence, you can write it in the chat, and then you can say it.
Okay.
Takes a minute to think about it.
Excuse me, teacher, but
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Akhila, did you have a question?
No, I don't have.
No. Akhila, did you have a question? Where'd she go? My wife went. Okay, so Mohammed, you wrote, my wife went off on me for I don't help her. Okay, yeah, you could say my wife went off on me for not helping her.
Or because I'm not helping her.
Yeah, for not helping her, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, she went off. Okay. And if anybody else is watching, because it looks like we have quite a few people watching, if you want to write an example in the chat, then that would be great too, and I can could read it out loud. Correct? KM, did you come up with something?
Yeah, I'm writing my sentence.
Oh, okay. Sure. Akhila, did you have... Oh, looks like she had problems. Just dropped out. Okay, KM, the teacher got off on the students' bad behavior. Yeah. So I would say the teacher went off on the students for their bad behavior in class.
Oh yeah, that's correct. I will.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, if anybody else wants to try writing something using that one, go ahead. We have quite a few to go through, so I'm going to go through them.
Okay, I have an example.
Okay, Joseph, hi there.
Teacher Lisa went off totally wrong on the one who erased the document.
On the sneaky person who was erasing our document. Boo. Okay, good. All right. Here's another one. Number 4, to get hyper about something. So I wrote the example is she gets so hyper when we are getting ready to go shopping. All right.
Active maybe.
Uh-huh.
More active.
Yeah, active.
Fashionable.
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. Uh-huh. And what did you say, Lisa?
Eager.
Eager. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. To get to
Is
be
it
very
excited?
eager. Uh-huh. Hyper. So I'll write it here in the chat. So hyper could be very excited, very enthusiastic. It's like you just get really really excited. So she gets hyper about it. A lot of times parents
Interested maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, interested, but more like a lot of energy, really a lot of energy. Like you might be smiling a lot, or you might be like, yeah, I can't wait. All right, awesome. Yeah. So you get hyper about it. A lot of times parents will talk about their kids getting hyper a lot. And sometimes it's a good thing to be hyper and to have a lot of energy and excitement. Sometimes it can be too much for some people. They get too hyper and they go crazy. So, yeah. Akhila, you're in the chat. I don't know what happened. All right. Okay, Kayem, you want to read yours that you wrote in the chat?
I always get hyper about my friends' achievement in their studies.
Mm-hmm. Good. And Lawrence in the chat is participating. She wrote, I went hyper when I received the gift I wanted. Great. Yeah, so it's just like you get hyper, you get excited, you have a lot of energy about something. So if you want to try writing something, you can do it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to keep moving on to the next one. The next one, number 5, is to spend or to have a buck. So I can say to spend a buck or to have a buck. So I spent my last buck on that taco. I have no more money for dessert. So what does it mean to spend a buck or to have a buck? What's a buck? Anybody?
I think it's similar to it's my last card that I played or something like that.
Actually, in the yeah,
I think,
dollars.
To spend all your money.
All your money. So in
Dollar, maybe it's represented the dollar.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So in America we have dollars, and so $1 we call is $1. And you talk about money as your buck or your bucks. So if you have a lot of bucks, that means you have a lot of money. If you don't have any bucks left, that means you have no more money left. So if I spent my last buck, that means my last dollar on that taco, I have no more money left. So buck is talking about a dollar or money. So if you talk about somebody who has a lot of money, you could describe that person has big bucks, or he's a big buck. So that's one way that we talk about money without using the word money or the word dollar. It's another word. So
the word grain have the same meaning. Does the word grain have the same meaning?
Green?
No, grant or something like that.
Grant?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think so. What were you thinking? Do you have a sentence or a context or something that would help explain it?
It's to describe money, 5 grand or.
Oh, grand. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you say I have 5 grand, that describes 5,000. So a grand is 1,000.
Okay.
So if
Thank
you have 10 grand is 10,000, 6 grand, like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if you spend to spend a buck or to have a buck, and I don't have any bucks, you could say things like that. So if you ever hear the word buck, it's referring to money.
Teacher,
Yeah.
Can we say that to have 2 bucks, to have 3 bucks?
I have 2 bucks. Yeah. Yeah. Like if you're going to the shop with your friends, say, and they say, hey, you want to get a coffee or something, and you could say, you look in your pocket and you say, oh, I only have 2 bucks.
I have no any bag on my pocket.
Yeah, I have no bucks.
Yeah, I have no bags.
I don't have any bucks left. Yeah. So yeah, you could say it like that. That's common for people to say. It's usually when you're talking about a small amount of money, just like a buck or 2. Like, what is that going to cost? Oh, it won't cost but a buck or 2. I'll write that in the chat. Or 2. So I wrote that there. Bill Gates has big bucks. Yep. Okay, yeah. Bill Gates has big bucks. You could also describe it like if you said that car.
Bill Gates has no bag.
Yeah. Yeah, you could talk about big bucks. Like that car costs big bucks. If something costs big bucks, that means it costs a lot of money. Okay? Sammy has big bucks. Yeah, it's nice to have big bucks. Okay, but don't get confused, because if you got to hear the word big bucks versus big butts. So make sure you say the right word. You don't want to tell somebody they have a big butt.
Fat person.
Right, yeah. Good, big bucks are good, but big butts, no. All right. Oh, unless you like big butts. That's a song. I like big butts. Look it up on YouTube. You can look it up on YouTube. I like big butts. That's a funny song. A funny video. All right. All right, the next one, number 6, is to get a good vibe. I get a good vibe when I walk into that restaurant. What does it mean to get a good vibe?
Good feeling.
Yeah, a good vibe. So a vibe is a feeling.
Good mood.
A good mood. You feel good. So that would mean like I'm walking into that restaurant and I just feel good. Everything feels good. Maybe the decorations are pleasant. The music is nice. The people are friendly. I get a good vibe. So where do you get a good vibe? Ahmed.
Yes.
Okay, we have 2 Ahmeds and Akram. Are you guys all Ahmed?
No, you can't call me Zizo.
Ziza, okay. I have some way to differentiate. Okay, Ziza, how about you? Where do you get a good vibe? Do you have a place in your town where you like to go that has a good vibe? What?
I have a place when I was in my university. When I go to the library, I always have a good vibe.
All right, in the library. Yeah, good.
I get a good vibe when I meet my girlfriend.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll write that in the chat because that's good. Yeah, when you get a good vibe from a person, for example, that means that you feel good with them. Okay, Mohammed, thank you. You want to read your sentence, Mohammed? Mohammed? He said,
You're welcome.
okay, yeah, he said, I get a good vibe when I see you, Lisa. Thank you. Yeah, so it's a nice way to say that you feel good somewhere, you feel comfortable. Jean-Marc, where do you get a good vibe?
A good vibe? I don't know.
You don't know? It means where do you feel good? Do you have a good vibe in verbling classes?
Yes.
All right. And Sammy, a good vibe means a good feeling. So vibe is like a feeling. If you want to say you don't get a good vibe, you get bad vibes. You could also say that too. If I went to that restaurant and I had bad vibes, that means that it didn't feel good to you. So yeah. So Kayam, what gives you a bad vibe? Do you have a place where you don't like to go because you have bad vibes there?
Yeah, I don't remember now.
Okay.
When I smell bad smell, I get
bad. Yeah. Yeah.
I get a good. Can I say my sentence?
Yeah.
I get a good vibe after a rainy weather.
Okay, good. After rainy weather, you get a good vibe. Yes, and Akhila wrote, I got a bad vibe when I watch the horror movies. Or I get a bad vibe. Yes. Yeah, if you don't like those horror movies, don't watch them. They are creepy. They give you bad vibes. All right, to give a straight answer, number 7. To give a straight answer. My boss wouldn't give me a straight answer when I asked him for a raise. What is a straight answer?
Clear answer, maybe.
Honest answer.
Honest, yes, Yulisa, that's correct. Yeah, so a straight answer just means an honest answer. Sometimes you can say a straightforward answer. To be straightforward with somebody is to be honest with them. Yulisa, can you come up with a sentence using straight to give somebody a straight answer or to not give somebody a straight answer?
Yeah. For example, when I went to a job interview, I got a straight.
Straight answer. Oops, somebody muted. Akram, don't mute people. Okay, Yulisa, say that again. Is your mic working? You have to turn your mic back on.
Oh, yeah, I had it mute. Sorry.
Okay.
When I went to a job interview, I got a straight answer. They told me to keep waiting.
Okay. All right. Good. So if you're suspecting that somebody's lying to you or something, you can say, I don't think he gave me a straight answer. So that's another way to do that. So it just means an honest answer. All right. Number 8 we're on, and it is to have a meltdown. My baby brother had a meltdown last night when my mom made him get off the computer. What does it mean to have a meltdown? Aslan.
Disappointed, maybe.
Disappointed, yeah. Aslan, are you there? I think you're.
To be angry, I think.
Yeah. To have a meltdown. Kayem, what do you think it means?
I think it means to be angry.
Yes. It means more than just be angry though. It means like you fall apart. Like, so a lot of times we talk about kids having meltdowns, like little toddlers maybe, and it's when you see them and they're crying and they're just on the floor and they're screaming or something like that, and that means they're having a meltdown. They can't control themselves, or they get so upset. So yes, it's to get angry, it's to be upset. So let's see. Ahmed Fatani, have you ever had a meltdown?
Yeah, this is the first time.
Yeah. It can be like, it doesn't have to be so dramatic, but it kind of sounds dramatic. Like if you say, oh, my sister, she had a meltdown last night, that just means she got really upset, or she was crying a lot, maybe, something like that.
Okay, can I
Yes.
give
Go
an
ahead.
example?
Yes, please.
Okay. I had a meltdown when I missed my flight.
Yes, that's a good time to have a meltdown.
Yes.
Yeah, having a meltdown. You usually have a meltdown after something very upsetting happens, and something where you just feel, when you feel overwhelmed and you just can't take it. So that would be a good one, because that would be very frustrating to miss your flight. Also, Akhila wrote she had a meltdown after her father's death. So yes.
I
that would
melted
be-
down when my girlfriend left me.
Yes, that's a good time to have a meltdown. Yeah, you had a meltdown when your girlfriend left. Yes. Anybody else want to try a sentence with meltdown? Yusuf? Yusuf, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but I don't have an example for that.
Okay. So you could just use it anytime. I had a meltdown, she had a meltdown, they had a meltdown, whenever something happened, like you lost your girlfriend, you lost all your money in the stock market, somebody died, those are the times that you would...
Okay, I have a meltdown whenever teacher Lisa finishes the class.
All right, we'll go on to the next one. Number 9. To con someone. He conned him.
Criticize someone.
To what? Say it again.
Criticize someone.
No.
Surprise.
No. He conned him into thinking that he was going to win the lottery. To con someone. Akhila, you came back.
He was imagining, I think.
Yeah, kind of. I think I know what you're trying to say. To con somebody is to get them to believe something that's not true. So,
yeah.
To persuade.
Deception, maybe.
Deceive, yes. To deceive someone. It's like you're lying to them, and you want to try to convince them about something. You're conning them. And sometimes it can be just for fun. Like, he conned me into thinking that he was going to give me a new car, but he was just kidding, But sometimes it can also be more serious, where and we have a word called con man. If he's a con man, that means he's really like a crook, a thief or a robber or something. But what he does is he doesn't just go into somebody's house and steal stuff. He cons them into doing things. So sometimes, like in the, let's see, what was that guy's name? I don't know, a couple years ago, there was a guy, I think his name was Madoff or something like that, in the United States, and he was taking people's money and telling them that he was investing it in certain stocks and certain investments, and in the end, he wasn't doing that, and they lost all their money. So a lot of people lost a lot of money, and he was conning them. That means he was lying.
Them?
Say it again?
Fooling someone?
Fooling them.
Oh,
yes.
Lisa, it has mostly a negative sense.
Yes. 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 It's a negative thing to do, and what I'm saying is it can be kind of like just a joke if it's not very negative, but it can also go all the way to being very serious, where people are trying to, take your money or, take stuff from you, something like that. Yeah.
Bullying. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to be careful about con men. There's a French movie called Cash, and it's with Jean Dujardin. How do you spell that? And he plays a con man in that movie. And there's lots of American movies too where there's con men who are trying to fool people. Usually they hang around like, you know, at the casinos and things, and they try to fool people into giving up their money somehow, like buying things. Like a typical thing would con somebody about would be to try to get them to buy something at a really high money, like a high amount of money, like a watch. Let's say you're trying to sell them a watch and you're trying to tell them it's an expensive Rolex watch and really it's a fake. So that would be conning somebody. Okay? All right. Another one that's very popular these days is to ditch someone or something. So I wrote the sentence, I think you should ditch those old shoes and get some new ones. So what does it mean to ditch?
Throw out.
Yes. To ditch would be to throw out or get rid of. So you can ditch something or you can ditch somebody. So some people, if they're saying like, why don't you ditch your girlfriend? She's a pain in the butt, you know, or something like that. That means like, it doesn't just mean ditch him like break up with him. It might just mean just for the minute. Like say you're hanging out with some friends and one of your friend is not being very nice or something, and you say let's ditch him and go somewhere else. That means let's leave him because we're not having very much fun with him and go somewhere else. So
ignore.
Yeah, ignore. But you would actually leave. It's not just to ignore them. It means to actually leave. To ditch someone would be to leave them somewhere else, and you leave and go somewhere else. So you're not in the same place with them anymore. Yeah. KM wrote. Why don't you read what you wrote, KM?
Everyone should ditch their rude behavior.
Right. So that would mean to get rid of their rude behavior, to ditch it. If you ditch something. Okay. Yeah. Anybody want to come up with another one of to ditch someone or to ditch something?
The kidnappers. The kidnappers ditch the person kidnapped in the middle of the highway.
Right. So they ditched the person they kidnapped in the middle of the highway. Right. That means they dropped them there. They left them there. Yeah.
They continued. Yes.
And they left. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's what it means to ditch. All right. To have deep pockets. That's kind of like the one we were talking about with the bucks. Big bucks. To have deep pockets means. Let's see. I wrote here. He must have deep pockets. He just spent $1,000 for that suit.
Rich.
Yeah, he must be rich. He must have a lot of money. So you can think of a deep pocket, like a pants pocket. It's so deep, you just can't get to the bottom of it. You keep pulling out more and more money. So you have deep pockets means you have a lot of money. Elisa, do you know anybody who has deep pockets?
No. Nobody.
Sometimes we also use this phrase to describe people who think they're rich, or they're acting like they're rich. They're not really rich, but it seems like they have deep pockets. Like you say, oh man, looks like he has deep pockets. He just spent like a lot of money on dinner maybe, or bought that person a very expensive gift. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they do have a lot of money. It just looks like they do. Yeah, to have plenty of money, right?
How we can use it as a pronoun?
Like, for example, you mean to as a noun?
Yes, a noun. I mean, deep pocketer, can we say?
No, you can't use it as the noun. It's more to describe. You have to use it. This is like a phrasal verbs where you have to use the verb to have deep pockets, or he. So you just use it like that. He has deep pockets, or it looks like she has deep pockets. She spends so much money on her clothing. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Using it to describe somebody who seems to have a lot of money. You don't really know if they do or not, but they're acting like they do. And that's how you describe it.
Okay.
Yeah, and this next one's kind of a simple one here. To be a pro at something. He is a pro at skiing. Did you see him take that jump? So what does it mean to be a pro at something?
Professional, expert.
Very good. Yeah, so pro is actually a short for professional, and it means to describe somebody as an expert. And people use this, especially young people, kids, like, oh, he's a pro at skateboarding, or he's a pro at chess. You know, whatever you're a pro at, it means something that you're really good at. Joseph, are you a pro at something?
Yeah, I'm a pro at computers.
All right, he's a pro at computers. How about you, KM? Are you a pro at something?
Yeah. I'm a pro at my research.
Okay, so you could say you are a pro researcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mohammed, how about you? Are you a pro?
Pro at computer.
Okay, at computers. You, Lisa?
Maybe I'm a pro at preparing some desserts.
All right. Okay, you have to invite us over to your house.
Welcome.
All right. Hey, Jean-Marc, are you a pro at something?
Yes, I am here. Mark, to believe.
Are you a pro?
Yes. I am difficult for me because I am French and I have no every cases English. You understand?
Yeah. Okay.
To have money bring the act the have money to burn et juste dropping 16 one new pair of and $120 one new pair of shoes and the new of two big store the book look for a new book.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay, Hamdi, are you a pro at something?
Yes.
What are you a pro at?
Yeah, I'm proof at supply chain management.
Oh, good. He's a pro at supply chain management. Aslan, are you a pro at something?
Yeah, I'm a pro at law system.
Okay, are you a lawyer?
Yeah, I am lawyer.
All right, so you're a pro lawyer. Ali, how about you? Are you a pro at something? Ali? Is your mic working? That's working. Are you a pro?
I'm a new user.
Okay. You're not yet a pro. Okay. Ahmed, how about you? Are you a pro at something?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm pro at drawing.
Oh, okay. You're a pro drawer, or you're a pro at drawing. Good. Okay, here's the number 13. To be flaky or to be a flake. So you could say my sister is so flaky, or you could say my sister is such a flake. Every time we make an appointment to have lunch together, she ends up canceling at the last minute. Okay. So what does it mean to be a flake or to be flaky? Anybody know from that sentence?
Not accurate.
Okay.
What's flaky?
Yeah. What?
Not serious.
Yeah. Okay. Sammy in the chat is a pro at something, and cousin. I just noticed. You guys can tell us what you're pros at. All right, to be flaky, actually, it's kind of like you are not a person that people can rely on. So you say that you're going to do something, and then you don't do it. So you're flaky. So sometimes when people are describing other people, like if you're the president and you're in the elections, sometimes they try to say that the other person is flaky. That means that they say one thing and do another thing. And so you can't rely on that person, a person who's flaky.
Can you say hypocrite?
Say it again?
A hypocrite person.
A hypocrite?
Yeah.
Hypocrite. Yeah, it's kind of more like that they're not trying to be it's more like it's a type of a person. You use this word to describe a type of a person who they're not trying to be mean or anything. They just aren't very reliable. A hypocrite is more like they say they're going to do something and they're kind of lying about it. They say, oh, like somebody maybe is a vegetarian and they tell everybody not to eat meat or something, but then they wear a fur coat, you know, like they kill animals still or something. So if you're a hypocrite, you know, you might say you're talking about how important something is, but you actually don't do it yourself. But a flaky person is something who's not reliable. So you can't really count on them to do anything. For example, if you have a friend who's always saying, "Oh yeah, let's get together," and you say, "Okay, let's do it," and then they never call you or they never really try to never really get in touch with you, they're kind of flaky. You can't count on them. So I don't know if people have anybody like that in their lives, but usually sometimes, or maybe a person's not always flaky. They just flake out. You could say that, to flake out. That is an expression, like he flaked out on me last night, would mean he didn't show up maybe, or he didn't do what he said he was going to do. So that's what that means. To flake out on somebody is if I flake out on the class, the Verbling class, that means that I'm all set to go and then everybody's waiting and I don't show up. That would be me flaking out. So I'd be a flaky teacher if I did that. Okay?
But you are not.
No, I'm not. I try not to be.
Yeah, you never did that.
So yeah, so one is to be reliable, and then the opposite would be to be flaky. So it means not reliable. All right. Okay, we're going to have to finish up here. So we're probably not going to get to all of these, but you can look at the Google document still and see if you can come up with what they mean by the reading the examples. And also, if you don't know what they mean, just type them into Google and you'll find different websites, dictionaries, and things that will help you understand what they mean if you want to learn some more. All right. The next one is to find out the damage, and what we call, or we use it as a noun, the damage. What's the damage? Well, tell me what the damage is. It's going to be $45 to fix your headlight. So that's two people talking there. Tell me what the damage is. All right, Lawrence writes in here, what's the damage? It will cost too much. Lisa, for you going on, yes, that's right. So the damage is like, how much is it going to hurt you? What's the damage? So the damage means how much is it going to cost? How much is it? It's kind of like talking about hurting your pocketbook, we could say, or your wallet. Because when something hurts your wallet or your pocketbook, it means it costs a lot of money. So we call it the damage. What's the damage? Hi, Alper, you just joined us. How are you? I don't think your microphone is on. We can't hear you. So, does everybody get that? KM, do you understand what the damage is?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Hurting your pocketbook.
Yeah. So we use it, like you'll hear it if you're going to the store and you just, maybe you picked up a lot of things and you're going to pay for them now, and you're joking around and you tell the cashier, the person who's going to take the money, all right, you'll say something like, okay, tell me what the damage is. So it's kind of a fun way to say, how much does it cost, or how much is this going to cost me? What's the damage? All right, here's another one that has to do with money. It is to have money to burn. he acts like he has money to burn. He just dropped $60 on a new pair of pants and $120 on a new pair of shoes, and he is now off to the bike store to look for a new bike. So it appears
to spend uselessly, I think.
Yeah, so it means to have a lot of money to burn. If you have money to burn, you can think of it as like it's not that important to you. You have so much of it that you could actually light it on fire and it wouldn't matter. So that's kind of the image that you have, money to burn. So if you have money to burn, it means you have a lot of money and you're just spending it however you want to spend it. So, all right, the rest of them you guys can look at on your own if you're interested. There's to make believe, to kill time, and something is freezing up here. So I don't know. The Google Hangouts. Is anybody hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. The screen is looks like it's freezing up a little bit here. I don't know why. So, anyways, here's the rest of them. There's 22 of them, and you guys can look at them and study them if you'd like. And that's going to be all for our class. It's 10 o'clock now, so I want to thank everybody for coming to class. I hope you had a good time and you learned some new things that you can use. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Goodbye, everybody.